They like that high tech shit.
That's high tech as fuck.
We got our own countdown now. It's like a big deal. Yeah. So what's going on, Uncle Bill?
No, not a whole hell of a lot. Living in Eastern Kentucky and amidst the COVIDs.
We're just surviving. That's all we can do.
Country boys will survive, they say.
So we are all the way live from the catacombs of Cracker Bottom and Howland Avenue.
Cracker Bottom.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you if it's North Highland or South Highland. You have to figure that shit out on your own. Because I've had people show up here before years ago. Wasn't fun.
It's fucking West Highland. That's what it is.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you, man? We already got 15 people in here.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, like I said, not a heck of a lot, but I will say that for some reason, all of the Black Friday shit that I ordered from different websites, including I ordered Blu-rays and shit like that. You know how I am about that kind of stuff. But I also ordered T-shirts and sweatshirts. So it all shipped at almost exactly the same time. So I don't know. There's going to be shit coming in.
I haven't even received a shipping notification yet from Vinegar Syndrome. That was the only thing that was the only site that I really ordered from that day. But I did get, this is a pretty neat item that I got in today. It's the Midsummer Director's Cut in it's like a book bound. Let me get you a size comparison here. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing at, but it's way bigger than a Blu-ray. But it's got it's the 4K edition from A24, which you still haven't seen that damn movie yet, have you?
No, although here's the weird thing. Last night, I was on Shudder and they added some new episodes to that Eli Ross History of Horror or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the last they added had Midsummer in it. And so I was watching that one and they were talking about the movie and I really want to see it now. I mean, I wanted to see it.
I think you'll really like it, to be honest.
Also,
go ahead.
I was also watching, and I would have never in a million years thought this would be worth a shit. And I don't know if you've seen it or not. I think Trauma picked it up. I don't quote me on that, but I think they did. But it's called VFW. And
I've seen it. I've seen the artwork and the cover and all that, but I haven't heard anybody ever mention is it any good or?
Actually, yeah, it's actually really good. Is the weird thing. It's got William Sadler, who was he was in Shawshank Redemption, and he was Death in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Right.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the main guy in it is the same guy who was the veteran in Don't Breathe that they break into his house and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or the blind guy, he's in it. Fred Williamson's in it. Freaking Martin Cove from Cobra Kai's in it. They're the main guys actually that are in the VFW. So basically,
it's a trauma movie.
Well, I don't know if it was before, but I think Trauma picked it up. I want to say they did, or maybe that was Father's Day. I don't know. But one of them they released at some point. But the premise of it, which is I think why I like it, is it's basically Assault on Precinct 13 in a VFW. So this group of guys that are old war veterans get together at this place, and right across the road from it, there's this group of punks that are selling this stuff. I think it's called Hype. That's the name of the drug. And
okay.
All these people are getting addicted to it anyway. This kid, she's this younger woman, steals a bag of it that's got everything that the guy has, his whole supply, and runs over and hides in the VFW. And so all these like crazy, like, hype heads or whatever you want to call them, like he puts a bounty on them to get it back. And if they get it back, then they get as much of the drug as they want. So they start attacking the VFW and like, killing off people and stuff like that. And it's just basically those guys defending that place, which is exactly the same as Assault on Precinct 13, really.
Yeah, like I said, I had seen it around and I'd heard people talk about it, but I'd never actually watched it. Yeah, it sounds like Assault on Precinct 13 meets like Street Trash or something like that.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's really, really good. Like the gore in it is amazing, and the actors are all like, I was surprised. I got to admit.
So yeah, as far as this evening though, we're doing Uncle Bill did you get all of your Vinegar Syndrome stuff or just a little bit of it?
The only thing that I didn't get was the edition slipcovers that I ordered. I don't know why, but they didn't send those. But the rest of the stuff I got.
So, weird thing is they just made an announcement about the Beastmaster Blu-ray. There's something wrong with one of the Blu-rays, so they'll be sending you a replacement on that coming up in the next little bit.
No, what was it again?
There's an issue with the one of the Blu-rays in the Beastmaster set. Did you get that? Did you order Beastmaster? I can't remember if you did or not.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to worry about it then. Let's see here. We got a couple of people on here. I had the issue with Rad though. Geek Room Life. While I can't complain because I was going to sell it, Vinegar Syndrome let me put Rad in my cart and at checkout and check out. So I go and the order is gone. So he already completed the order, but they evidently canceled it after he paid for the. So he got a refund. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the Vinegar Syndrome sale with Rad and the Amityville box set, both of those were gone in no time. They didn't last. I don't think they last 2 minutes.
There was something about Rad, like the weird thing about that order is that when I got on there, like almost everything had already out that anybody wanted. Collection, the Rad had sold out. There's a couple other things I was trying to get that had sold out too. But even like the second day you got on there, and most of the shit that had like the limited edition slipcovers was there, oddly enough.
Have you checked out the Dawn of the Dead set yet? I haven't. I haven't even opened mine. But I am looking forward to checking that out, hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
I'll be honest with you. It's fun. I can't hear it. Like there's shit coming in, but it's all fucking jacked up. Hold on. I'll try one thing.
Okay.
Probably ain't gonna fucking work.
Uncle Bill, the internet, baby. Yeah, I haven't heard any bad things about the Dawn set though. I've heard all good things, so
okay, try now.
yeah. What's going on, Uncle Bill? Can you hear me loud and clear? Hello.
Gotta be something to do.
Fix that damn internet.
Two seconds.
Okay. Some technical difficulties, baby. Anybody got anything to ask me in particular? And we will wait on Uncle Bill. Hobbs Horror, proud patron. We appreciate that, brother. Anybody wants to check out our Patreon page? Got a lot of stuff on there right now. The first, about year and a half of the show is up there. Oh, I'll say something. No, okay, there we go. Well, hell. First year and a half of the show is on there with the midweek shows and about 30 commentary tracks. And a bunch of extra stuff. Uncle Bill, what you doing, boy? He's in deep thought.
All right. Do what?
Are you in deep thought right there?
I just want to see if I can hear you. And I can.
Are you loud and clear? Okay. So yeah, let's see. The mail right now is severely delayed though. Have you noticed that with your mail? Like a lot of this stuff that I got in today was stuff that had shipped out like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Shit.
But I swear to God, I'm gonna throw this thing out the fucking window.
What are you using? Are you using your phone? Are you connected to your internet at home?
Off.
Hello. Are you connected to your internet at home? You can't hear me. Where's Tommy Allen out there in front?
Hi.
Hello. I can hear you loud and clear. Hobbs Horror. I definitely remember the guy that kept sending beer to Uncle Bill. I don't know if Uncle Bill really remembers drinking those beers because there were plenty of them. But yeah, that was a fun show for sure.
Fuck.
Is there a different part of the house that you can go to and try that?
All right. I got an idea. I'm gonna try my laptop. If that don't work, then I'm gonna throw everything out the road. I guess I just like take the router and jam it up my ass.
Okay. Yeah, just use the same link that I sent you, and you should be able to.
Give me a
okay, that'll work. All right, guys. So it's me and you guys for minutes. Jamie Lee Curtis signing, though, that we went to, that was 2012, 8 years ago now. I almost see that as the cherry on top of the convention cake. I didn't really go to too many conventions after that. That was like the, he's going to live stream from his porch, possibly. That was like the big, finale, really, because you can't really top that. I mean, there's nothing really left to do. Yeah, Stephen Dan, everybody was there for that, I think. Steve got the weirdest poster signed, though. It was like a Pakistani fog poster or something like that. Bizarre. And I did see Steven in here. I have not forgot about that project we're working on. But I had a couple of snags. So I'll send you a message about it, though. Jason Moon, I can see you. You're not John Cena. Fandom Fest, yeah, is run by a good friend of ours, Ken Daniels, which I don't know what the status is with that show, if he's going to do that anymore or what, but he was trying to resurrect the Fright Night Film Fest, the last I'd heard. So and a lot of this technology stuff, like, it's just a trial and error thing. Like I think I've finally got my system at least halfway figured out to do these live streams. So Uncle Bill's, we're still working on. We've got that tin can internet here in Eastern Kentucky. So Jason, let me see, what have I missed here? Something is fucky. I can see. Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing you post on here. So there you go. So yeah, everybody stay tuned. We are in the process of getting Uncle Bill's stuff fixed, so he can do the unboxing. But I did unbox some stuff a little bit earlier, if you guys want to check that out, and that's including this sweet Midsummer Director's Cut in 4K, which I've got the regular cut, but this Director's Cut there's a lot of added scenes on this, evidently. So I'll check that out at some point. And also, I did pick up the box set of Horatio Hornblower, The Complete Adventures. So this is a great series here. Horatio Hornblower. And this is the complete series from A&E. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. It's a DVD set. So and what else did I get in? The new Sturgill Simpson Bluegrass album, Cutting Grass, if you will. So some good stuff. Uncle Bill's going to be unboxing primarily Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So if we can get his system working, we're going to go through that quick as possible. So how's everybody tonight? Anybody got anything you want to mention on here, and we'll talk about it, or? Geek Room Live. Hey, I noticed you and your wife's commentary on the KFC movie. I am shocked that it was real. Honestly, thought it was a meme. Was it? I'm guessing you're asking, was it good? No, it was not good. But I'm honestly thinking that was just somebody's idea to film some sort of shit in between them filming a million of their Christmas movies or something. And here's another thing, though. They did set it up for a sequel. So Tool? No, I'm not. I mean, there's a couple of Tool songs that were kind of back in the day, probably some of their more mainstream stuff. But no, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big Tool fan. They're not the worst though. Stay Frosty Cinema. He says that he just bought Power Up on disc. As far as conventions down the road, that's always a possibility. I don't know though, man. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see on that. Uh-oh. He's back. The man behind the mask.
Why is my fucking glasses so crude? I didn't notice that until right now.
God, they're fine.
Anyway, this
Man,
actually...
That sounds 10 times better.
Yeah, this actually appears to be working.
Okay. Damned iPhone. What kind of iPhone you got anyway?
It's a 7.
What the hell?
Well, I mean...
I can tell you right then and there, that's probably what your problem is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
It's not your 10 can internet after all.
So can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. It sounds 10 times better.
Okay.
So, all right. We're ready to rock and roll, Uncle Bill.
Are you ready for it?
We're ready. We're ready.
All right.
So this is some of the stuff that Uncle Bill picked up for the Black Friday. Did you get on the Black Friday stuff last year? Because I really didn't. I was doing the Walmart Black Friday last year.
No. Yeah, that's all I did last year was like I actually went to Black Friday and I ordered shit online, but I didn't do anything else. Like I didn't do any horror or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the Vinegar Syndrome. To be honest with you, I haven't paid much attention to Vinegar Syndrome until you started bringing them up, and then I kind of got suckered in by their marketing, I guess.
You got to admit, they got like the best type machine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing
today.
is, too, is like these releases as well, like they really put a lot of time and effort into them. So you got to kind of appreciate that. And just because I always envy awesome marketing as well. So these guys, as far as the boutique labels, they got the best marketing out there. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but they basically created like this fad where they do these limited edition slipcovers that sell out almost like the day that they put them out. And it created this weird kind of collector's market where people that enjoy anything rare will buy the shit out of those Blu-rays.
Yeah, I mean the slip covers themselves sell for fucking anywhere from $15 to like $80.
Yeah, just the fucking slip cover, which I'd never heard of that until Vinegar Syndrome, and then that Scorpion Releasing does the same thing, basically.
Well, the thing is, too, though, like Vinegar Syndrome almost takes, like, I think the slipcover thing almost started with Scream Factory. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but, big shout out here from the guy that requested. He is the one that requested the Fanatic, Uncle Bill.
Ah, God.
So,
See,
if let me tell you something right now, because we don't need to review it, but I swear to God, you will not regret watching that movie. I'll say that.
Well, I had watched some video where they were talking about that movie, and they did like a kind of step-by-step breakdown of what made it so awful. And so I knew it was bad in like a good way, I guess, but I never really wanted to watch it.
Trust me. Just trust me. It's on Amazon streaming. I watched it last night, and I was on I'll just say this, I was in awe of it when I started watching. I was like, so you got to check it out. And we've got reviews coming up from the first round of Patreon reviews, patron reviews. But this will be the second round, I guess. Yeah. This is going to be a fun review. That'll be a fun review to do.
I can't wait. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. John Travolta himself in that movie, that makes that movie just gold to me.
Well, that's what I'd heard. I'd heard like, well, I won't give it away, but because we still got to watch it. But
yeah. Oh, shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, we were talking about Vinegar Syndrome, so yeah.
Yeah, you ready to get hot?
Yeah, let's stay hot.
Here's the box that it came in today. It always has the cool little Vinegar Syndrome tape thing or whatever on it, on all their boxes.
Yeah. I wonder if somebody could get a hold of the roll, that tape. They could sell that on eBay.
Yeah, I bet it would sell for like $50.
Oh, it's Vinegar Syndrome tape.
So it came packaged like this. We got Dimensions Oculatus, which translates roughly into Don't Panic.
Right.
Which I think that's probably one of the most badass arts that I've
Let
seen.
me tell you too, that's the same guy that did Grave Robbers and Cemetery of Terror.
Yeah, that is hold on. What the frig is that guy's name?
Pedro Gordino.
Sure, we'll just go with that.
But that movie is the only one that's actually in English. So, and I think it's his ode to Nightmare on Elm Street, if I'm not mistaken. Like that guy's whole gimmick was he was just ripping one series off per movie. So
I don't know. You probably can't see it, but we got a 4K print. I don't know why, and neither do they probably. It includes both the original English and Spanish language soundtracks. Possessed by Horror, an interview with the director, Ruben Galindo Jr. Commentary tracks, 2 commentary tracks, and, covers and shit like that.
Yeah, so that is Don't Panic. That was one of the, that was a surprise one, right? When you did the pre-order on that, you didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I'll show you the other one too, because I got both those in. That was the one where like you could order it. This was like a month before Black Friday. You could go ahead and like they weren't going to tell you what it was, but you could just order the 2 of them, pre that sale. And this was no, that ain't the other one. This was the other one, which is Silent Madness.
Can I play with madness?
Which is in 3D for some god awful reason.
Now that's a slasher movie that I have never seen.
Me either.
I've heard of it. I remember the artwork. but I have never ever seen it. So that'd be interesting. You have to let me know about that. That's one that I did not pick up.
I will. It doesn't. Special features are different. It's okay. You got the digital 3D, which requires a 3D capable television, which nobody has. Anaglyph 3D, which works on all TVs with the included 3D glasses. Oh fuck!
Yeah, I don't know how well that'll work. That's Freddy's Dead 3D.
Yeah. Newly recorded commentaries, and for some reason, and I swear to God, this is true. There's a 45-minute making of documentary on this.
Is Jason Moon? Are you saying this movie's terrible? Silent Madness? Couldn't be.
Goddamn, they're shooting guns out here again. Bulls, it's 9:30 at night. They better be possums or something out, or we're in the middle of a war.
So, yeah, I mean, Silent Madness, like I said, neither one of us have seen it, so you have to let me know how it is, and I might use that $5 coupon on Silent Madness.
Now, this next one I bought, it was on sale. I think it was like 15 or $16. It's one of the cheaper ones that were on sale. I caught this on Shudder and like really, really liked it. Thought it was batshit crazy, but in a good way. And I love the cover to it, but I didn't know what I'd seen it on Vinegar Syndrome before I had actually seen the movie and didn't know what it was. Mm-hmm. But it's got one of the, you can kind of figure out what the significance of that cover is too if you've seen the movie. It's called Hellmaster.
That's a pretty cool cover.
Yeah.
Now that, if I'm not mistaken, is that the movie? Is David Emge from Dawn of the Dead in that?
Yes, it's like one of the only other movies I've ever seen him in. He's horrible in it, but it's great because like he basically looks exactly the same as he did in Dawn of the Dead. And not to give too much of the movie away or anything, but like that is the symbol of the cult that's in the movie. So that's kind of why they chose that as the cover.
They have a few of those covers. It's like die cut.
Yeah.
I know the one that that Joe Spinell movie, The Undertaker, is like that. That one goes for big money.
Yeah, you can't really get that one except on eBay. Like you can't find anything like that. But anyway, it's a really good movie. And let's see. It is 4K. I mean, it's a 4K restored in 4K, not a 4K release. Director's recut versions on here, commentary, an interview. Nothing with David Emge, though. There's no mention of him.
It might be his Madman.
Could be. It's also got fucking John Saxon in it. So
John Saxon is in about everything back in that time period, but
that's true. All right.
Yeah,
so
that's a cool one, though. Oh, shit.
Listen, there's not that many killer cat movies in this world. So you got to get one. And I've never seen this. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes down.
What year did that? I remember hearing about that, but I don't. What time frame did that come out?
1987.
Okay, so it's in the 80s.
You've got directed by Graydon Clark, who I think I went to elementary school with him. He used to eat cottage cheese. Used to bring his own cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese and chocolate milk.
Yeah. It's a 4K restoration, commentary track with the director, and there's actually an interview. Why the fuck would there be an interview with the cinematographer? Just in case you wanted to know.
There's not too many people left from that movie. The cats took them all out.
Yeah. Well, there's that one.
Yeah, that's an interesting one too.
Now they sent this too. I'd heard about this, but apparently, like if you ordered the shit from the last batch from, I guess it was October, maybe. Like if you ordered their, deal where you got all the movies they released that month, Apparently, you were supposed to get this, but I guess they didn't send it out. But it's a friggin' hold on, it's a necromancer poster for some reason.
Oh yeah, with what's that girl? She's been in a couple of movies. She's in that movie.
Is it Tawny Katane, or is that who it was?
It's something Katane. I don't think it's Tawny. She was in Friday the 13th, Part 7, I think.
Oh yeah,
Elizabeth Katane. That's
yeah. Okay, Tawny Katane. Anyway, it's pretty much a full size. Well, not a full size, but
I'm thinking that I have seen that movie, but it's been a long freaking time ago, so I don't remember it.
Yeah, so they sent that. All right, then we got this classic.
Oh yeah,
which I would love to have the.
That was one of the titles that put them. They put them on the because they did the. You talking about the slip cover on that one too, right?
Yeah.
Because they did the slip cover like the VHS when the VHS come out. It had that, lenticular.
Yep.
Like
yeah,
that right there.
The regular old bare bones version, but I don't think it was that much.
Yeah, I think there were like 14 something.
Yeah, there were several of them like this that were like $14 or $15 that I had to just go ahead and get.
Well, that'd be a good one to watch around, Christmas too. Your kids would probably enjoy that.
Actually, we were just talking about that the other day, and Savannah was like, "No, that's not appropriate because it has that scene with Shannon Elizabeth in it."
Oh, yeah, shower scene.
Yeah, which is actually referenced on the friggin' back of the.
Well, yeah, I mean that's probably one of the more legendary. If there is a legendary scene in that movie, but it's one of the more talked about ones.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a 2K restoration, commentary tracks with the director, lead actor, director of photography. Yeah, that's about it on that one. Director of photography. What you got to say about Jack Frost, buddy?
Oh, I was the director of photography on Jack Frost. It's a wonderful film.
We were killing back then with Jack Frost, and then.
Well, I was like, this shot here, I want to reflect infinite sadness.
So we're going to have this snowman hump to Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah. Just a nightmare come to life.
I'm going to say that one for last and pray that Savannah's not watching.
Didn't they have a Jack Frost 2? Was there a sequel to that?
Yes, I actually have watched it.
So there's a possibility Vinegar Syndrome could do a box set and could redo that cover. Never can tell. There's a rumor actually that they're working on the Howling box set for the Howling sequels. Uncle Bill, you ever got that?
They're all fucking awful, but I mean, I guess so are the Amityville sequels. So yeah,
that's true.
And actually, except for the second one, so are all the House sequels as well. But that fucking Arrow put out a box set of that shit.
What, the House movies? Well, technically, like there's only 2 House movies in the United States. So I think the others were only sequels in the UK.
All right. I don't know why I bought this now, but I was just in the moment. Oh, shit. Fucking light. It's Demonoid.
Demonoid, yeah. Now, that was one of the very early ones. What's the number on the spine on that one?
94.
Okay, so kind of early, but I think a lot of their early stuff was porn, right?
Yeah, I mean, you probably got 50 titles that are straight softcore porn.
Right.
Or hardcore porn.
Some of them's hardcore, yeah.
And again, it's 2K scan, alternate international versions included, new video interviews, and that's about it on this one. But this, like you said, this one's a lot earlier. This movie came out in 1980. I have no idea how I've never seen this.
Well, some of them I think they were kind of hard to track down, like the VHSs and stuff like that.
Nobody in this except Samantha Egger that I've ever heard of. Now, Samantha Egger, if I'm not mistaken, was in The Brood, and that's the only way that I know her. Because Cronenberg.
Yeah, seems like was The Brood. Damn, I get those Cronenberg movies mixed up.
Okay, so The Brood was the one where this is really hard to explain, but it's basically the one where the little kids are running around in red jumpsuits, like killing everybody.
Okay. What was the Cronenberg movie that the woman had something growing on her back or something like that? Or is that it? Am I thinking of something else?
I think that's the same one. I think that's how they came out. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking because she was in that movie too, whatever that was. She have the shit growing on her back?
Yeah, like at the end of it, that's like the biggest. If anybody remembers anything about that movie, they remember that scene where like she births this little thing and then like licks it clean almost.
Fucking weird shit, man. Oh, God.
So this last one is the one that I'm hoping that Savannah's not watching this stream for, because I actually got it for Christmas. Because she's been, I swear to God, she's been talking about wanting to see this movie for probably the last 6 months, and it's not ever on anything.
It's the Amityville Dollhouse.
Oh, God.
That's one of the Amityville movies that I have not. I don't know if I've seen it. If I have seen it, it's been probably 25, 30 years ago. Because that one was impossible to track down on anything. Like the DVD of that was going for big money.
We never watched it. I thought we watched it at some point.
We didn't watch it on any DVD or anything because I never did have it. So I've got all the rest of them. Now, here's the interesting thing, though, Uncle Bill. You can go in a fucking, what do they call it, a rabbit hole, a wormhole with these Amityville movies. And I didn't realize that until just recently. Because you would think, okay, Amityville films have it's a direct timeline of sequels. Not necessarily. Starting in like, what was it, 1990, 91. They started making unofficial Amityville. I guess the town Amityville, you can't copyright it because it's a damn town. So evidently, there's a movie, because I was thinking this too, because I had it. I think I had it on Laserdisc. It was called The Amityville Curse. And I think Vidmark or somebody released it on VHS in the United States. That's not considered a legit Amityville. That's not in the Amityville timeline, the official Amityville timeline. Huh. Okay. So I don't know if anybody ever plans on releasing that on. I don't think it's even on DVD. But they're making them now like crazy. So there's like the Amityville Asylum. You know, there's the Amityville whorehouse. I don't know. There's all kinds of them. You can go on, just search for Amityville DVD on eBay. There is a ton of them. Like these independent movies that I guess the Asylum is making them or whatever. But yeah, technically, like Jason said here, they're not really a part of the series, but they are out there. So if somebody, you know, there's podcasts for everything these days. You could easily make a podcast just talking about all of the Amityville movies.
You mean
Amityville Returns to Prestonsburg? That'll be the DEADPIT one. We'll make a DEADPIT will present Amityville Returns to Prestonsburg. I don't know how that would make any sense at all in a movie, but
it'll be the haunted Christmas lights from Archer Park.
Yeah.
They're fucking cursed.
Yeah, it'll be the ghost train of the Big Sandy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the last one I got in here. If anybody's curious, it is actual 4K restoration. There's a video interview with the director, video interview with the cinematographer, and video interview with the special effects guy. So there you go.
Hopefully, a buddy of mine on here, I don't see him on here tonight, he has an extra box set of the Amityville Cursed collection. So hopefully he can hook me up with that, because I like all those movies. I mean, Hobbs Horror is saying that they've got Wild Eye Releasing did the Amityville Clown House with Mark Patton starring.
That ain't no fucking way.
We got to get a copy of that. Is that on Blu-ray, Hobbs?
Are we talking about Mark Patton as in the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
Yeah, that's the only Mark Patton I know.
That's hard to believe that dude's doing anything right now.
Stay Frosty Cinema. Do you use Yidio to see what films are free for viewing on services? I do not, but that would be helpful. Tubi actually has a lot of shit. Have you ever looked on there? On Tubi, Uncle Bill?
No, I never have. Tubi.
Yeah. They've got quite a bit of stuff on there. They've got the Silent Night, Deadly Night sequels are all on there.
Huh. You mean like even the 3 and 4 and all that shit?
Yeah, all the way up 3 through 5 for sure on there. Everybody's got copies of the other two. So
yeah, I haven't seen like 3, 4, or 5 in forever.
Yeah, I kind of prefer part 5 just because I'm a big fan of Mickey Rooney and he's the toy maker.
That I actually like that one though. It's batshit crazy, but in a good way.
Yeah, I think of all those sequels, it's probably the best one.
I watched part 2 again the other night, and it's amazing to me, like how bad that movie really is, but still great. Like the acting, I don't even understand how anybody would let that get put out. Like anybody that watched that movie.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I mean, it's got the best stuff from the first movie in it, too, because, like, it seems like the first half of it, about every bit of it's the first movie. So instead of watching just the first movie, you just watch part 2, because you've got all the best scenes in part 1, plus Eric Freeman, cut scenes with Eric Freeman every once in a while. So, Brad, it's interesting that you mentioned this, because that review is coming. We actually did that as Patreon. It's going to be on Patreon starting tomorrow, and then we'll have the single. We're going to separate the reviews later on in the week. They'll be on YouTube. So, Mandy and the Suspiria remake were the first 2 that we did. Mandy.
More thoughts to follow about that soon, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Here a question. You may know this from Bill Caldwell. Have you guys seen any of the films by William Fruit? He did Funeral Home, Killer Party, House by the Lake, Spasms, etc. None of his films, except for a barely released Bare Bones CDR Killer Party DVD by Walmart, have gone past VHS. Everything gets released nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I think Killer Party, that one, yeah, I know that it has like a Warner Archive release, but yeah, I think there's a good possibility that one would probably be out on something eventually. Like that'd be a good one for Vinegar Syndrome to do.
I've never actually seen any of those movies, I don't think.
I've seen Killer Party, but it's been a long time. I had the I think I had the VHS of that still. I don't remember, to be honest with you, I don't remember it being like out of this world awesome or anything. It's probably slightly better than Terror on Tour.
There's a lot of those movies that are like that, though, that they had amazing like VHS cover artwork, and you're thinking to yourself, I mean, this is going to be at least entertaining, and it's just not. I've got a couple of those from Vinegar Syndrome where it's like, well, the one that comes to mind immediately is Cutting Class, where it's like, God damn it. Like, it's just a boring movie. Like 80% of that movie is just people walking around talking about high school and Brad Pitt and then the other 20% is fucking some sort of action happening, which never goes anywhere anyway.
Yeah, a lot of those slasher movies are kind of like that around that time frame. Like, there's a lot of them. Like, Hide and Go Shriek is another one. Is that Hide and Go Shriek is the one that's got the guy? Hide and Go Shriek is the guy that's got Karate's Bad Boy Michael Barnes in it or whatever, right? Isn't that the one that's got the guy that's from Karate Kid 3?
Oh yeah. What the fuck is that guy's name? I know.
If Garrett was here, he'd know. I can't remember, but have you got The Strange Tennessean? I like that name there. Have you guys seen Mother's Day? I was just thinking about that movie not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to watch just about every trauma movie possible. And is he talking about the new one or the old one? The Rebecca De Mornay one or the
No, I'm trying to forget about the new one. I'm just talking about the old one. Here's the thing that I was wondering about Mother's Day. Did it ever come out on Blu-ray? I don't think so. Is it?
I think it did actually. I think Trauma put it out, but it ain't gonna look worth a shit.
So Charles Kaufman is the director, right?
Yes.
What the hell ever happened to Charles Kaufman?
I don't know. Did we ask him that?
I think so. We didn't get a straight answer at him that whole conversation.
That's true.
So, I mean, there's a good possibility he just got out of the business and doesn't want anything to do with it. There's also a good possibility that Lloyd Kaufman is Charles Kaufman. That's what I've always thought.
Yeah, I mean, the interview was so bizarre because he was in character the entire time, and it was just impossible to get any kind of answer that actually made sense about anything. Actually, okay, I just looked this up.
Yeah.
Trauma Retro put out, fuck, you can't see it, but it's a Blu-ray.
Okay.
You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah. Mother's Day is almost like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of knockoff in a way. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I would love to see somebody like Vinegar Syndrome or Arrow or somebody like that get a hold of it and do a remaster on it. I definitely think it's an underrated movie for sure. And for some reason, I was just randomly thinking about that movie the other day.
I think that movie and American Gothic are a lot alike, actually.
Yeah, see, I've got American Gothic. That one did come out on Blu-ray too, I think. I think Scream Factory come out with that one, didn't it?
Did they come out with that one? Yeah, they did. You're fucking right.
Sean Cannon was that guy's name.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was Hide and Go Shriek, I think, and Karate Kid 3, and then he was in he was like a bunch of fucking soap operas and stuff. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep up. What do you think of Luther the Geek? That's another one that it's Chris on here. Hey, Chris. I was debating getting that one.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That was just one I was going to say I was debating getting because Vinegar Syndrome does have that one out as well. And that one was crazy cheap with the slipcover for Black Friday sale.
For some reason, I saw that movie when I was probably about, I don't know, 11 or 12 years old. And like it terrified the fuck out of me because it's not a movie that you watch when you're a kid. Like it's about a circus geek that goes crazy and starts killing people basically. And there's a scene where he bites the head off a chicken in it. I don't know. It just always freaked me out. I haven't seen it in a long time, probably since then. So I don't know how it holds up today, but I know it was creepy as fuck back when you're 12 years old.
Yeah, I don't really remember it, but I'm I'm not sure what. Do you know what he's talking about here? How is your interview with Sharon? Oh, Sherry Moon Zombie.
Oh, Sharon Moon Zombie.
Okay, I get it. I thought he was talking about an actress named Sharon that played a zombie.
I did too. I thought you were talking about Sharon Society.
No, Sharon's good. She's nice. Sherry was fine. I mean, it's just wasn't a very good interview. I don't think there wasn't a whole lot she didn't have a whole lot to say.
No, and I think that she was basically just like she thought it was going to be an interview where you just talked about her product, which at the time was like some sort of clothing line. So was it Skull something? Can't remember what it was.
Skull Candy, I think.
Yeah.
Candy Skull. Something like that.
So trying to talk to her about, what she thought about these movies, it just was not happening.
Interesting though is I think that we did that interview right around the time that they were filming Rob Zombie's Halloween. So she was kind of giving little vague answers about that. We were acting like we were excited.
Maybe that's what it was. We threw her off. That's why that movie sucked. I can't focus. Not one of my favorite movies.
No, not one of the better ones. Is there any particular movie that you would like to see come out that has not been released special edition wise or anything like that?
I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, fucking all these movies now have like 4K restorations, like anything you can think of.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that I could like. Not really horror though. I was talking about. I think I was talking to Garrett about this. This would be right up Vinegar Syndrome's alley. Is the Corey Haim movie Prayer of the Roller Boys?
Yeah,
that would be a perfect one for them to do. And yeah, I mean, as far as horror though, there's not really. It's just all really obscure stuff at this point.
Yeah, I can that's the thing. Like, there's a market for the really obscure stuff. There's right. 2 or 3 companies that's all they do is put out stuff that nobody's really heard of, and that wasn't the case 5-10 years ago.
No. Ginger Dead Man remastered in 4K. It could happen. I mean, I don't know how they're going to remaster something that was, I don't know if it was shot on film, but we'll see.
Dead Alive and
Back. What was that?
I tried to watch that movie probably about a month ago. That's an unwatchable fucking movie, man. Like, even for the comedic, value of it, like they must have had some sort of contract with Gary Busey where, for what they paid him, he could only be in it for a certain amount of time. Because it's the Ginger Dead Man's not really in that movie that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not when it comes to really even trauma or full moon stuff. I'm just not a fan of that shit. I just have no interest in it. But Dead Alive and Bad Taste, those are other ones that definitely. I think Felcher mentioned something about the rights. I think Peter Jackson has the rights to those movies now.
Yeah, he does. He mentioned that when we were talking. I think we were doing the show about like the Anchor Bay show. He mentioned something about that. Why it'll probably never have a decent special edition.
So yeah, I mean that's more than likely the reason there. If you ever see that Dead Alive DVD or Blu-ray anywhere, you should probably pick it up because who knows if it'll ever come back out. I wonder if he owns the rights worldwide for every region or whatever, or if it's just in the United States.
That's a good question. Wonder if he owns the right to Meet the Feebles.
Probably. That one's never come back out either.
You remember that one? Did you ever see it?
Yeah, it's like Muppet movie, kind of, or Muppet knockoff.
Yeah, it was like I don't know, an R-rated Muppet film.
Dream a Little Dream. That one, I'm surprised that one doesn't have a Blu-ray. That was kind of a big movie back in the day.
That's true.
But the Midnight Hour, there's some sort of rights issue with that. I'm almost positive, because that was one that Anchor Bay came out with in the infancy of DVD, and that one never was. It was a TV thing or something, like an early '80s TV movie. There's some sort of rights issue with that, though.
I could have swore maybe that's another movie I'm thinking of that somebody just put that out. Maybe who's in it?
Midnight Hour. I don't think anybody of anybody would know was in it. I don't remember. Like I said, I know it's like a 70s or 80s TV special. So, Prom Night 2, Hello, Mary Lou. That would be a good one.
Yeah. That's actually not a bad movie. I mean, it's kind of weird.
80s.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird mashup between like Carrie and a slasher film, and it's unusual anyway. I'll tell you a movie that like I can't describe what kind of genre it falls into, but it's fucking awesome. And like I watched it again recently, and it actually holds up pretty well. Is House 2, The Second Story.
Yeah, I always liked that one too. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I always liked the little caterpillar dog thing that was in it.
Yeah, the cat dog.
I always wanted one of those when I was a kid. Do you guys have any tattoos?
Nope.
Uncle Bill's got a little tramp stamp that says "Just do it." Trick or treats. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that one. The only DVD that ever come out of that's like a bootleg or something, I think.
Yeah, it's a really shitty. I've got it somewhere. It's like one of those companies like Echo Bridge or something.
Yeah, it's got like a picture of Ozzy Osbourne from the No More Tears era.
Yeah, and Gene Simmons are both on the front of it.
On the front of it. Anthony, some of that super duper chat money. Thank you, sir. What is your favorite Christmas horror film?
Well, see, we were talking about this because we were wanting to watch me and Savannah were wanting to watch like some sort of Christmas horror movie. And we went through the whole list, man, like from Christmas Evil, Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1 and 2, and all the sequels. Even like Santa's Sleigh and Krampus and fucking Better Watch Out. Even the newer ones too. So for my money, it's Black Christmas. I thought about it. I mean, I love Silent Night, Deadly Night. I love Christmas Evil. I think that's a great underrated.
Have you ever seen Rare Exports?
No, I could watch it in there. It's on Shudder, but I just never have.
Check that one out. That's a pretty good one. I'm with you on Black Christmas. I mean, to me, like Christmas movie, Christmas horror should like, and it feels like Christmas throughout that whole movie, you know, atmosphere wise. Another one that I always seem to go to would be Gremlins. I always kind of call that as a Christmas. I don't really know if you really call it a horror movie or not, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely got Christmas vibes throughout it for sure.
It does a really good job of like creating the atmosphere too.
Yeah, Black Christmas is it's got a special. Did you get the special edition from Scream Factory? I've got one of the early Blu-rays, so it may benefit from an upgrade. I don't know, but I've got the old school one.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I picked up when They had that sale not too long ago. I got that one and Land of the Dead. I don't know. Land of the Dead was like $5 or something. I can't remember. Like
Shit, I probably would have got it for that.
it might have been 7 or 8, but it was no more than like $7 or $8. I can't remember exactly. And there was another one too that I bought during that sale. Anyway, they were cheap as shit. So I was just like, I mean, I don't even really like that movie, but damn.
Yeah, I may check out the Scream Factory one because a lot of people like somebody was talking about up here they couldn't get in. Black Christmas is a slow movie, so I mean, not everybody's gonna like it, I don't guess, but I've always loved that movie. So I have never seen Better Watch Out, by the way. Is that one that'd be good to check out around this time of year?
Yeah, it's one of the better like modern horror Christmas movies. That's like a thing.
Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg.
Yeah, that's what I said. We were even talking about that one.
And I actually I think I sold that DVD off. I don't even have it anymore. Did it ever come out on Blu-ray? That would be a funny one.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would love to see that if it did.
Yeah, remaster of that in like 4K or whatever. So yeah, I mean, as far as a Christmas horror though, that's a fun subgenre of horror movies that could be more of those. I think like Krampus, I'm not that high on. Like, I think that if Michael Dougherty would have done something a little bit different, like a horror anthology set around Christmas, very similar to Trick or Treat, of course, but I think that it would have worked a lot better.
Yeah, I didn't like that film that much either. Krampus.
Is that true? Santa's Sleigh 2 returns. Return to the Ring, produced by WWE. Oh shit! Jack Frost.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, I just looked at that.
You got that. You just recently got it. So, but yeah, Rare Exports is one that you all should check out. I don't remember it being. You may be able to watch it with kids. Like I don't remember it being too bad.
What is that movie about anyway? Like it's just got a horrible title, really.
Yeah, it's let me read you the plot of it here. I think the Santa Claus in it's evil or something like that. It's let's see here. It was made it's subtitled. So let's see here. Okay, so the plot is as a holiday approaches, members of a science expedition accidentally release a malevolent Santa Claus from his Arctic prison.
There ain't nothing worse than a malevolent Santa Claus. I like my Santa Claus is benign.
Yeah.
Shit.
The only bad thing though is I guess the kids wouldn't like it because you've got to read it and shit.
Yeah, they'll never watch it with subtitles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, what about Dial Code Santa? We didn't bring that one up.
Well, see, I've never seen that. I was hoping to watch that before. I was hoping to watch that before Christmas, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get the damn thing. So,
did you get it in that?
I bought it, yeah, because I was wanting to watch it, around this time of year. But I may have to wait until next year.
Like we live within 10 miles of each other. How the fuck are they going to like?
Well, I think with you had ordered that pre-order deal, so maybe they got your order first because you did that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible. Oh yeah.
The first video I ever watched of Dead Pit was your Christmas horror DVD video where you pulled movies out of the Santa hat. Yeah, that was one of the very early ones. I can't even remember all the movies that we talked about on there. I think it was probably a lot of the ones that we just mentioned.
Yeah, it had to be.
Also, though, I wanted to mention on here, I'm probably not going to put it up until tomorrow. I had found, I've been looking through all kinds of old shit, I've kept it on DVD or stuff like that. There is a Black Christmas review that we did the first year Dead Pit was out on video. We did it for the Horror Channel. And I'm putting that up probably tomorrow. So it's never been put up on YouTube or anything. So I thought that'd be pretty cool to put up around this time of year.
Jesus, I don't even remember doing that.
Yep, it was the Critical Mass, the second DVD they ever did of it. It was the one that we did the interview for Bob Clark for, but we did yeah. For some reason that never got put up on the YouTube page, but it's going to be up here in a day or so.
Hell yeah! I have to go back and watch it. I have no idea.
Yeah, because it was the lighting is not very good in it. You can kind of make us out, but not really. Maybe that's why I never did put it up. Hellraiser Christmas 2021 straight to DVD starring Diamond Dallas Page's Pinhead. Man, that'd be better than the last Hellraiser movie. Geek Room says that he just got the email from Vinegar Syndrome. I want to check my email.
It'd be awesome if you got it.
I haven't gotten shit.
That'd be so awesome if you got it like right then. Hi.
No.
Well, they gave you a $5 coupon, motherfucker.
Well, I didn't get a $5 coupon. They got a $5 coupon ain't getting shit for a while. That's just my opinion. There's people like really pissed about not getting there. Like I'm kind of upset, but I don't give a shit that much. But because evidently, like years before, they've gotten the stuff out really quick. So
I think they probably got a lot more traffic this year than they've ever gotten before, too, though.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think just because scalpers were on there for Rad was a big reason too.
That pisses me off so much. Not about fucking Rad, because I don't give a shit about Rad that much. But I mean, I really wanted one of those Amityville box sets, and motherfuckers got on there and bought like as many of those as they could.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like because I was watching that Amityville set for a few weeks, thinking about getting it before the sale, and they had way more than what they started with on Black Friday. Like, I don't know what happened to like 40 some copies of that. But yeah, something's up there. That's going to be making a surprise return from Charles Band's warehouse. Some random sale coming up next year.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shit. Stuntman Mark. What do you think of David Hess's slasher film To All a Good Night? Yeah, that's one that we don't really mention that much. That one has a Blu-ray release as well, right? I think that one's out.
I'm not entirely sure, man. Did we watch that at some point?
I have seen it before. I don't know if we ever reviewed it on the show, but I had watched a DVD-R of it one time.
I don't think I've seen it. I don't remember it if I did.
It's not very good. I don't remember it being very good. Greg Caldwell, yes, Death Dream is a really awesome movie as well. Now that's one that's underrated. We don't ever talk about that much, but man, you talk about a movie when that one came out, that was way ahead of its time. I mean, that came out what, 70, 72, 73,
73, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a killer movie right there.
Yeah, we need to make a show out of just doing like the top 10 most underrated horror films, because that would be one of them. I mean, that'd probably be in my top 5.
Blue Underground did a killer release of that.
Yeah,
a couple years ago too. Let's see here. Eric Perry, yeah, there's issues with shipping and stuff right now. I don't know exactly. I think they say it's due to COVID and all that, but there's one package of something I'd gotten for Sarah that has not moved for 11 days.
Yeah, there was like I was telling you, and by the way, if you haven't checked out this site or anybody watching this hasn't checked out this site, I would, because I personally like them better than Fright Rags. There's a website called Cavity Colors, which is just like, shirts, merchandise, shit like that. And they sent me a shipping notification. It's probably been 2 weeks ago that my shit had shipped. I have no idea where it's at right now.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I don't know. There's issues right now with all that. The mail is, I mean, it's crazy slow. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen it. It's always kind of slower around Christmas time anyway. But I've never seen it like this.
No, me either.
Do you think Madman needs a sequel? No.
I'm not entirely sure. Could have a sequel to Madman.
I think that they could have had a sequel to Madman and had it come out like 1985 or 86.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, though, right here, man. Like, seriously, Madman is a solid slasher movie. Like, if you're a fan of slasher films, you should like Madman. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Everybody that I've shown the movie to and watched it with them have all enjoyed it. And I know some people don't really get it, but it is what it is. Madman is way better than The Burning, too. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, shit. You're going to get a fucking war started.
The score, the soundtrack alone for Madman makes it better than The Burning.
Yeah, but there are people out there that like absolutely think that The Burning is one of the best slasher films of all time. So I just know there's going to be people like, fuck you. No.
Yeah, The Burning is, okay. The reason they think that is because The Burning is a total fucking ripoff of Friday the 13th. In every fucking way. Every way. So, Greg Caldwell.
It really is.
Have you seen Bone Tomahawk? I haven't.
I have actually, man. And I know why he's bringing this up because, okay, that movie starts out just your normal, typical Western, and that's exactly where I thought it was going. And towards the last 30 minutes of the film, it turns into like Cannibal Holocaust. Like the level of gore and the shit that happens in that movie in the last 30 minutes, I was like, what in the fuck? Like, what is Kurt Russell doing in this movie? Like, you wouldn't believe it. You will not believe it.
Anthony Luzzi again. What do you guys think is the best Vinegar Syndrome release as far as a transfer goes?
Oh, God.
That would be one for you more than me because I haven't seen a lot of them yet.
I mean, I can think of a couple of ones where I was like, I can't fucking believe that this movie looks like that. One that immediately comes to mind is Spookies. And then
Spooky.
I was actually amazed that Mausoleum turned out as fucking well as it did too. There's several of them like that though. Like I don't really know of a bad one that I've watched and I was just like, God, this looks like shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of their earlier releases had some issues with transfers. I know the Madman one, they could definitely improve on that. I mean, overall it looked pretty good, but there were some definite spots in it. So I'm hoping like Madman may be one that they do like a better edition for at some point. I have heard the 4Ks on all the 4Ks. They're really good. And I'm sure Beastmaster looks unreal. It's probably one of their better ones.
Probably. Beastmaster is just one of those movies that I have no interest in. I know I've seen it like at least one time or another, but I don't know. Fantasy style movies like that, like Dio style movies, I just don't, I don't have any interest in.
Movies that look like a Man of War music video.
Exactly.
Garrett on here, Born to Be Rad, says Bone Tomahawk is killer. It's brutal and frightening. So it's kind of like a Western horror movie. So there haven't been a whole lot of those, really, if you think about it. That's pretty good, like, combination
I'm telling you, man, it's like a Western that turns into Cannibal Holocaust. You just have to see it. Like,
this is a random one here. Have you guys ever been to an FYE? Yeah.
I have, yeah.
I have, but I don't know if I've ever bought anything from FYE because that place is high.
It's high as a cat's ass, but I did used to buy figures because they have all the NECA figures down there for roughly like about $5 up from retail. So I would go down there and buy those sometimes.
I think FYE is the closest thing that's around now from like the Suncoast Video days. So like Suncoast Video was like insanely expensive, but it was the only store, like a brick and mortar store, that you could find a lot of that stuff. So I mean, they could kind of get away with it.
I mean, I don't mind. The thing about that place is you just have to kind of know like what you're looking for, because a lot of their stuff is higher than fuck. It's like way higher than retail, but there's certain things that you can go in there and get that like their t-shirts and stuff like that aren't bad because they usually have sales on them. You can't buy any like physical media from there. I'll put it that way. Because they're going to jack the price up.
Greg says you can get some stuff in there used for cheap. Man, yeah. I don't think so. I've never seen. I have seen used stuff in there that is higher than what you can get it for new on Amazon.
It just depends on how bad a shape it's in, to be honest, or how much they want to mark it down. I tell you this, like I was in there one time, and I can't remember it was like a really rare Blu-ray. I can't remember what it was now. But whoever does it was used, but whoever does the pricing for that shit, they knew how much it was worth. It was like $90.
Yeah.
I was like, man, like, do they research the shit on eBay before they price it or something? Like, how?
Well, it's crazy with some of this stuff too, because the Halloween 6 producer's cut, the single release is out of print now, and it's going for pretty decent money now. Why? Like, why do people now suddenly want it? It was everywhere for years.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
They missed their opportunity for 7 years, and now they're like, I need it. Let's pay $80 for it. Because it was all over the place. It was $7 at Walmart all day long, every day for years.
All day long.
All day long, baby. Twice on Sunday. Well, is there anything else you got on here, Uncle Bill, or? Anybody else got anything?
Nothing I can think of, but I do think that we should do a some sort of like underrated horror films, like a master list of underrated horror films that we think.
Yeah, there's all kinds of what we've talked about too, as far as the podcast goes, is we want to do for sure a 2020 year in review show, because this is a unique one. There's nothing that has come out this year theatrically pretty much.
No.
So most of this stuff's going to be DVD, Blu-ray releases, stuff like that, and just this year in general, which has been just one of the fucking most insane years in the United States history for sure. Probably the craziest year. So.
Yeah, it's amazing that this is even going on, and I want some sort of documentation too, like talk about all the shit that was going on this year.
I know. So yeah, I mean, that's one that's a definite. We're going to try to do that, but yeah, the underrated horror list, that's one that we could work on for sure as well. That may take a little bit of preparation, but yeah, there's a few that's like that, man. That like a lot of them would people have just completely forgot about or would never ever see the light of day again. Like I'm thinking during that big boom period there from 2007 to like 2010, 2011, there was so much stuff that like Lionsgate came out with, Dimension Extreme. A lot of those movies, most of them sucked. I mean, no doubt, most of them was shit. But there were a few that were really good, and I don't know if there's ever a chance of those getting re-released on anything.
I'm willing to bet that as time goes by, nobody will remember like Inside or Martyrs. And those movies were amazing, but they just didn't catch on like some with mainstream any kind of success.
Right. Didn't they did a remake of Inside, did they not?
I'm pretty sure they did.
I think they did. Yeah. So Uncle Bill, you got a question here though. Don't you have the one sheet for Death Dream?
Yes.
I thought you did.
Yes, I do. It's framed over there.
I've got a lot of my stuff in those plastic sheet protector deals, but I do have a few of them framed over here. I don't have enough.
I'll tell you something that I framed the other day, and it's hanging up over here. I didn't even remember I fucking had it, but I think you have to have this too. Is the Night of the Creeps meets the Monster Squad poster?
Yes. Let me tell you something. That poster evidently is very, very, very valuable. I've got it. I've got mine over there too. So that's all I'm going to say, because there was one that I think the artist's name's Jason Edmondson or something like that.
Yeah.
He sold a version on his site that wasn't autographed or anything, and it sold on eBay for $400.
God damn, I'm taking off the wall right now. Let's go.
So I have it too. I've debated whether or not I will sell it or not, but I'm keeping it right now. I mean, that's a cool poster.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite posters. I didn't even I don't know. I just found it and I was like, God damn, that's amazing. And it's one of the few posters that hangs like horizontally too that I could put up in here.
Geek Room Life is looking for Don't Go in the Woods Alone poster. Do you have one? I don't remember if you've got one or not.
I honest to God don't fucking remember if I do either.
Okay. I've got one, but I'm not parting with it because that's just badass, that thing is.
I don't think I could ever find it. Like, I think you got one somehow. Like, I just don't think I could ever find one.
Yeah.
I don't think I got it.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Whiskey Rocker, what's going on? I haven't heard that name in a while. Yeah, we're just this is the only time we've talked about posters all night.
Yeah, like literally the last 5 minutes.
Good timing there. So, but yeah, we'll definitely have to do this again soon. I know that we've both been talking about it. But yeah, I mean, for those that haven't been here the whole night, Uncle Bill's unboxing some Vinegar Syndrome goodies, and I'm going to be having the Vinegar Syndrome box coming in eventually. I don't know when, so maybe we can do another live stream for my Vinegar Syndrome shit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I'll have the other shit in by then, I hope, from them.
Yeah. Yeah, but thanks everybody for checking us out. And again, on the Patreon page, tomorrow we're going to have new reviews up that's going to be exclusive on there for probably a few days. It's the Mandy review for Mandy and the Suspiria remake. So,
oh hell yeah.
You can tune in for that because we did talk. It's like a show in itself. It's like, I put the whole thing up there. So it's like 48 minutes or something like that. And that's going to be exclusive to patreon.com/Into the Dead Pit. And by God, we got some good stuff. The next reviews we're doing for, I can't remember the name of one of them. Chris, you still on here? You're the one that requested it.
How you not remember the name of it, dude?
I ain't watched it yet, but I did watch one of them that's a Cardinchin requested called The Fanatic. So that'll be one of the next ones. I cannot wait to talk about that movie again. I just wanted to say.
I swear to God, I think people are just buying these so they can torture us. Movies.
Oh, to be honest with you, I did have a lot of fun watching that just because it's so like, you're like, what in the fuck is happening? What's going on here?
I can't wait to see this.
And Fred Durst directed it. Fucking, there's one scene in it. Oh man, I can't wait to talk about this movie with you though. There's one Limp Bizkit scene in it that you will laugh your ass off when you see that. That's all I'll say.
I can't wait to watch it.
So anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. We appreciate everybody tuning in and all that good stuff. And it was a lot of fun. So we will have to do it again, Uncle Bill. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, sir. Whenever.
All right, because we ain't going nowhere. I mean, I guess you can technically go back in and eat in a restaurant for now, but they may change that.
Yeah, I really wouldn't do that, though.
No, probably not. Takeout at least.
Speaking of which, before we go, I was watching the news, and they actually got the first vaccines sent to, like, it was Texas and a couple other places. Like hundreds of thousands of them. So I don't know.
We'll have to see. I mean, that's the thing. Like, as long as they can get that out there, that's a start at least. We can maybe see like an end date at some point in a year from now or something.
Yeah, it'll take at least that long.
Yeah, because not everybody's going to take it. I mean, I'm not even sure I want to take it because I've survived this long without having it. So maybe that's the wrong way to think, but I don't know.
I'm gonna take it. It'll probably fucking kill me. I'll be like,
well, if you're working a lot with the public, I would definitely take it. So if there's people on the outside coming in on a regular basis, which is kind of what happens with where you work at, yeah, it's probably. And Sarah, I think she's for sure taking it because she works with people a lot. So
I'll take it and end up being like that woman that walked backwards. You ever see that?
End up looking like good old JR.
Oh God, no.
I'm not even making fun. I can't do it. So anyway, that is it. I hope everybody enjoyed. Be sure to check our Patreon page out and check us out over at DEADPIT.com.
A special thank you goes out to our supporters on Patreon. The Patreon website has a complete archive of the Dead Pit radio shows starting way back in 2005, in addition to all of the midweek shows archived, commentaries, all that good stuff. If you're interested, and we appreciate all the support, go to www.patreon.com/Into the Dead Pit. Tiers start as low as $1 per month.